Gentlemen, let's cut the nonsense. If you're here wondering whether she's into you, let me make it simple. If she wanted you, you would know it, period. There wouldn't be confusion, mixed signals, or excuses. And if you're ignoring the truth because your ego can't take the hit, well, it's time to wake up. A woman who is genuinely interested in you will invest in you. She will find time, not make excuses. She will reach out, not just respond when it's convenient. She will engage with you, not leave you guessing. If you're constantly the one pushing, chasing, and convincing, you're wasting your damn time. You text her and she takes hours or days to reply. You ask her out and she's too busy, but somehow has time for everything else. You try to make plans and she keeps things vague. That's not interest, that's indifference. And indifference, my friend, is worse than rejection, because it means you're not even on her radar. You're an option, not a priority. Some of you make excuses. Maybe she's shy. Maybe she's playing hard to get. Maybe I just need to try harder. No, stop justifying disrespect. If she cared, you wouldn't be standing here questioning it. A woman who likes you will make it obvious. She'll show up, she'll contribute, and she'll make an effort. You need to respect yourself enough to walk away. Why are you begging for breadcrumbs when you could have the whole damn bakery? Stop chasing a woman who treats you like an afterthought and start valuing yourself. Because the moment you do, you will attract the right kind of person, the one who actually sees your worth. So, here's the challenge. If you recognize these behaviors, don't sit around hoping they'll change. Move on. Cut your losses and find someone who actually gives a damn about you. Because that's what you deserve. Lack of investment, the ultimate sign she's not interested. Let's get something straight. Relationships, whether romantic, business, or friendships, are built on mutual investment. If you're the only one putting in effort, the only one showing interest, and the only one trying to make things work, you're in a one-sided game that you've already lost. The brutal truth? If she's not investing in you, she doesn't want you. Some of you out there are running around like desperate salesmen, trying to pitch yourself to a woman who isn't even interested in buying. You text first, you call first, you plan the dates, you drive across town, you do everything while she barely lifts a finger. And yet you convince yourself that if you just keep trying harder, if you just do one more nice thing, somehow magically, she'll see your worth and suddenly fall for you. That's not how attraction works. A woman who is interested in you will invest in you. She will text first sometimes. She will make plans instead of always waiting for you to come up with something. She will be eager to see you, not just accept a date when she has nothing better to do. If she's interested, she will make an effort because that's what people do when they value something. The hard truth, you're not a priority. Let's say you text her and she takes hours, sometimes days to respond. You tell yourself, oh, she's just busy. Really? You think she doesn't check her phone all day? You think she somehow found time to post on social media but couldn't take 10 seconds to reply to you? Stop fooling yourself. When someone truly likes you, they make time. If she cancels on you last minute and doesn't bother to reschedule, guess what? You're not a priority. If she only talks to you when she's bored, you're just a time filler, not an important part of her life. A woman who is into you wants to see you. She will make time, even if she has a busy schedule. Because when we want something, we find a way. And when we don't, we find an excuse. Stop being an ATM of effort. Some of you keep pouring time, money, energy, and emotions into someone who isn't giving you anything in return. You take her out on expensive dinners, buy her gifts, and treat her like a queen. Yet, she barely even acknowledges your efforts. She doesn't compliment you, doesn't ask about your day, doesn't even remember important things about you. She takes, but she never gives. If she never initiates anything, if she never invests in the relationship, whether emotionally, physically, or even just through small gestures, you're nothing more than an emotional ATM to her. She's withdrawing attention and validation when it's convenient, but never depositing anything back into the relationship. How to fix this? Oh, no way. Here's the biggest mistake men make. They stay in these one-sided situations hoping things will change, but they won't. She's not suddenly gonna wake up one day and realize you're the love of her life. That only happens in movies, not in real life. The best thing you can do is cut your losses. If you notice she's not investing, If she's making zero effort, stop giving her all your energy. Redirect that energy into yourself, your goals, your ambitions, your fitness, your business. The moment you stop chasing, you take back control. You show that you have self-respect. When you respect yourself enough to walk away from someone who doesn't see your value, you open the door for someone who actually will. So stop being an option and start being the prize, because the right person will never make you question whether you're wanted. Minimal communication, if she's not talking, she's not interested. Communication is the foundation of any relationship. It's the bridge that connects two people, allowing them to grow closer, share experiences, and build something meaningful. But here's the harsh truth. If you're the only one trying to build that bridge and she's barely lifting a brick, then she's just not into you. Period. Some of you are out here texting her first every single time, waiting hours till her response, and then celebrating when she finally replies with a one-word answer. Does that sound like someone who's excited to talk to you? Does that sound like someone who's interested? No. That sounds like someone who's tolerating you. And you need to wake up and see the difference. Communication is a two-way street. When a woman genuinely likes you, you don't have to keep forcing conversations. You don't have to be the only one starting discussions, asking questions, and keeping things going. She will naturally want to talk to you, engage with you, and be curious about your life. Think about it. When you like someone, don't you want to know more about them? Don't you ask about their day, their interests, their opinions? You put in that effort because you care. If she's not doing that for you, she doesn't care. And no, she's not just bad at texting. That's another excuse weak men tell themselves to avoid accepting the truth. Signs of minimal communication, AKA she's not interested, delayed responses with no explanation. If she constantly takes hours or days to reply and never even acknowledges the delay, she's not prioritizing you. One word or low effort replies if you're writing paragraphs and she's responding with yeah, or okay. She's not invested in the conversation. Never initiating contact if she never texts or calls first, you're not on her mind. Forgetting things you tell her if you have to repeat yourself because she doesn't remember basic details about your life. She wasn't paying attention. Always a busy when you try to call or meet up. She magically has time for other things, but never for you. That's not bad luck. That's disinterest. Stop making excuses for her lack of interest. One of the biggest mistakes men make is rationalizing a woman's indifference. They tell themselves that maybe she's just bad at texting, or she's just really busy right now. Listen, when someone is into you, they will find time. They will check in. They will call. They will make sure you know you're important. Even the busiest people on the planet, CEOs, athletes, doctors, find time to communicate with the people they care about. You think she's just too busy to text you back, but somehow she's always posting on social media, responding to other people, and out having fun. You're not a priority to her, and that's the truth you need to accept. Why are you talking to someone who doesn't want to talk to you? If you're constantly the one chasing the conversation, you're basically trying to keep a dead flame alive. Imagine talking to someone who barely looks at you, gives you dry answers, and never engages. Does that sound like a relationship worth pursuing? When a woman truly likes you, she won't let the conversation die. She'll be eager to hear from you, excited to respond, and she'll ask questions because she wants to keep the energy going. That's what mutual attraction looks like. But when you're the only one carrying the conversation, that's not attraction, it's desperation. The solution: stop talking to someone who isn't talking to you. You need to have some self-respect. If she's not reciprocating the effort, if she's giving you the bare minimum, stop wasting your time. Match her energy. If she puts in zero effort, you put in zero effort. If she doesn't text you, don't text her. If she only responds with one-word answers, stop replying. When you pull back, one of two things will happen. She realizes she actually does like you and starts putting in effort. She doesn't care at all, and she disappears. Either way, you win, because you're no longer wasting your time on someone who isn't giving you the same level of interest. Final word: value yourself enough to walk away. A man who values himself doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't keep investing in people who aren't investing in him. He recognizes when someone isn't interested, and instead of trying to convince them, he walks away and finds someone who actually wants to be there. So, if she's not communicating, stop waiting around like a fool. Stop chasing silence. Stop forcing conversations. Stop wasting your time. Invest in people who invest in you and leave the rest behind. No physical or emotional connection. If she's distant, she's not interested. Let's get one thing straight. Attraction is not just words, it's actions, emotions, and chemistry. A woman who is into you will want to be close to you, both physically and emotionally. She'll seek your presence, engage in deep conversations, and show genuine excitement when she's around you. But if she's cold, distant, or detached, she's not interested. Plain and simple. Too many guys ignore this obvious sign, thinking, maybe she's just shy, or maybe she needs time to open up. No, she doesn't need time. She needs a man she actually wants. Physical attraction. She either wants you or she doesn't. Let's talk about the physical side of things. A woman who likes you will find ways to be near you. She'll sit closer. She'll touch your arm when she laughs. She'll lean in when you talk. She will welcome your touch because it feels natural to her. But if she's always pulling away, avoiding physical contact, or looking uncomfortable when you try to get close, you are wasting your time. If you try to hold her hand and she pulls away, if you go in for a hug and she barely reciprocates, if you lean in and she turns her head, she's not into you. And don't kid yourself by saying, maybe she's just nervous. Women are not afraid of men. They actually like. If she's attracted to you, she will want your touch. Look at how she interacts with other guys. Does she hug them easily? Does she laugh and playfully touch them? If she's comfortable with them but not you, then the issue isn't her personality, it's her lack of interest in you. Emotional connection, is she even engaged in the conversation? Attraction isn't just about physical touch. It's also about emotional engagement. If a woman is interested in you, she won't just answer your questions with basic replies. She'll ask you things, dive deeper into discussions, and show genuine curiosity about your life. But if your conversations feel one-sided, forced, or shallow, she's emotionally checked out. Does she only talk about herself but never ask about you? Does she seem bored or distracted when you're talking? Do you feel like you're pulling teeth just to keep the conversation going? That's not interest. That's indifference. It's indifference. If she truly likes you, she'll want to know about your passions, your thoughts, and your opinions. She'll get excited when you open up about something important. But if she's just giving short, emotionless responses, she's not invested in you. Stop wasting time on someone who feels like a stranger if she's distant, both physically and emotionally. You need to stop lying to yourself. You are not in the talking stage. You are not at building chemistry. You are not at taking things slow. You are simply investing in someone who does not care about you. Attraction doesn't need a timeline. When a woman is into you, you'll feel it immediately. She'll light up when you're around. She'll make eye contact. She'll engage with you deeply. But when a woman is not interested, you'll feel that too. She'll be distant, cold, and emotionally unavailable. Some of you are fighting for attention from a woman who wouldn't even notice if you stopped talking to her. Think about that for a second. Would she even care if you walked away? If the answer is no, then why are you still here? The solution: walk away and find someone who values you. A woman who is interested will show it. She will be engaged, both physically and emotionally. She will want to be close to you, touch you, listen to you, and connect with you. But if she's distant, if she's acting like you're just another random guy, if you feel like a stranger instead of a priority, then stop wasting your time. Stop chasing women who don't value you. Invest in people who actually want to be in your life. Because the right woman will never make you question whether she's interested. Friend zoning and excuses if she's always a busy, she's not interested. Let's get one thing straight. When a woman truly likes you, she makes time for you. There are no excuses, no endless "I'm busy" texts, no rescheduling that never actually happens. If you're constantly hearing, "Sorry, I've just been really busy," or maybe another time, but she's still going out, posting on social media, and hanging with other people, you are not a priority. You're just an option. And if she's calling you her friend every time you try to escalate things, well, my friend, you're in the dreaded friend zone. And the only way out is to walk away. Excuses are just a soft rejection. A lot of guys fool themselves into thinking that if they just wait a little longer, she'll suddenly change her mind. They hear, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And they think, that means I just need to be patient. Wrong. That's code for, I don't want a relationship with you. Look, when a woman is truly interested, she doesn't make excuses. She makes an effort. She will find time in her schedule, even if she's busy. She will create opportunities to see you, instead of constantly turning you down. Here's what a woman who's not interested will say. I'm just not looking for anything serious right now. I see you as such a great friend. You're like a brother to me. I don't want to ruin our friendship. You deserve someone amazing. Sound familiar? If you've heard these before, congratulations. You're not her romantic interest, you're her emotional support system. The friend zone is a dead end. Some of you are wasting years of your life being a nice and a patient, hoping that one day she'll wake up and realize you're the one. That's never going to happen. The moment she labels you as just a friend, it's over. Women don't suddenly develop attraction for men they've placed in the non-romantic category. If she's comfortable telling you about her dating problems, her drama with other guys, or how she wishes she could find someone like you, she's using you as an emotional crutch, not as a potential boyfriend. She's not busy. She's just not interested. A woman will always make time for a man she desires. Always. If she's too busy to see you but somehow has time for other plans, that's your answer right there. Let's break it down. If she cancels on you but doesn't offer to reschedule, she's not interested. If she only talks to you when she's bored or lonely, you're an option, not a priority. If she takes hours or days to respond to your text but instantly replies to others, she's ignoring you on purpose. And let's be honest, you already know this. You feel when someone isn't putting in effort. You sense when you're being pushed aside. The problem isn't that you don't know. It's that you refuse to accept the truth. Stop playing the nice guy waiting game. The worst mistake you can make is sticking around in hopes that one day she'll see your value. If she didn't see it in the beginning, she won't see it later. Women decide quickly if they're attracted to you. They don't need months or years to figure it out. The more you stick around hoping, the more she loses respect for you. She knows you're there whenever she needs you, and that makes you too easy, too available, and ultimately unattractive. The solution: walk away and raise your standards. If you recognize yourself in this situation, it's time to walk away. Stop texting her first. Stop trying to set up plans. Stop waiting around like a lost puppy. You are not a backup option, a therapist, or a placeholder until she finds someone she actually wants. Instead, level up. Work on yourself. Focus on your goals. And attract a woman who actually values your time. The right woman won't need convincing. She'll want to be with you from the start. So stop being a side character in someone else's story. Be the main event in your own life. She's not excited to see you if there's no energy. There's no attraction. Let me ask you something. When you walk into the room, does she light up? Does she get excited when you text or call? You look like she actually enjoys being around you? Because if the answer is no, then you're wasting your time. A woman is truly interested in you. Her energy will tell you everything you need to know. You won't have to guess. You won't have to analyze every text, every word, every small interaction. Her enthusiasm will be obvious. But if she's just lukewarm, if she's just tolerating your presence instead of being excited about it, then you're chasing a lost cause. Excitement is natural. It can't be faked. A woman who's into you doesn't need to force enthusiasm. It comes naturally. When she sees you, her body language shifts. Her eyes light up. She leans in when you talk. She makes an effort to keep the conversation going. She wants to be around you, and she makes it clear. But when a woman isn't interested, the energy is flat. There's no spark, no eagerness, no natural flow to the interaction. Instead, you get bored expressions. She looks distracted, uninterested, or just a neutral around you. Lack of engagement, you're talking, but she's barely responding. Always in a rush. She cuts conversations short, says she's gotta go, or always has an excuse to leave. No playful banter. She's not teasing you, laughing with you, or making inside jokes. When you're with a woman who truly likes you, she wants to maximize the time she spends with you. She's fully present. But when she doesn't care, she's just waiting for the interaction to be over. You can't force someone to want you. Too many guys try to force attraction. They think that if they just do enough, if they're funny enough, charming enough, nice enough, then eventually she'll start feeling something for them. That's not how attraction works. Attraction is instant. It's felt, not negotiated. And if she's not showing excitement when you're around, there is nothing you can do to fix it. You might think, well, maybe she's just having a bad day, or maybe she's shy. No. If she's not excited, she's not invested. A woman's excitement is a reflection of how much she values you. If she truly likes you, she's going to look forward to seeing you. She won't cancel plans or make excuses. Engage in meaningful conversations. She'll ask about your life. Remember things you told her and dive deeper. Initiate contact. She'll text first, call first, and make an effort to keep the connection going. Prioritize spending time with you. She won't treat you like an afterthought. But if she's distant, disinterested, and indifferent, then you're forcing something that isn't there. The hard truth: stop begging for attention. Some of you are willing to accept the bare minimum just to keep a woman in your life. You're okay with her being emotionally absent, not showing excitement, and barely engaging because you're afraid of letting go. But why would you want to be with someone who isn't genuinely happy to be with you? A high-value man doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't chase people who don't appreciate him. He doesn't settle for lukewarm energy. He walks away from anything that doesn't serve him. And that's exactly what you need to do. The solution: find someone who actually wants to be there. If a woman isn't excited to see you, you don't need to waste another second on her. Because there are women out there who will be thrilled to be with you, who will appreciate you, view you, and show you the energy you deserve. So stop clinging to people who are giving you nothing. Stop accepting indifference as if it's normal. Stop making excuses for someone who is barely showing interest. Instead, raise your standards. Walk away from women who don't match your energy and invest in people who actually want to be a part of your life. Because when you find a woman who truly likes you, you won't have to wonder. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. Final words: know your worth and walk away, gentlemen. Let's be real. You deserve more than half-hearted interest. You deserve more than lukewarm energy, weak excuses, and being treated like an afterthought. The truth is, if a woman is not physically present, emotionally engaged, excited to see you, and making an effort to connect, then she is not into you. No more analyzing mixed signals. No more waiting around for a change that's never coming. No more playing the maybe someday game. The right woman won't leave you guessing. She won't make you question your worth. She will be enthusiastic, present, and fully invested. Because when a woman is into you, it is obvious. So stop chasing, stop settling, and stop accepting anything less than genuine desire. Walk away from those who don't value you and step into the life you deserve. Because the moment you stop wasting time on the wrong people, you make room for the right ones. Now go out there, raise your standards, and demand what you're truly worth.